At the very beginning of the story, we're told that hundreds of years ago, a massive war broke out between humans and the magical world. On one side were humans and the good trolls, and on the other side were the cruel, evil trolls who only wanted destruction. To bring peace, the most powerful wizard of all time, Merlin, created a magical amulet known as the Troll Hunter Amulet. Thanks to this amulet, peace was finally established between both worlds. Thousands of years passed, and the trolls began living secretly underground in a hidden city beneath Arcadia Oaks. But one day, the troll hunter Kanjigar was killed by a demon troll, and the amulet was buried under the rocks. For the very first time, the amulet chose a human, a teenage boy named Jim. Slowly, Jim began to realize the power of the troll hunter. With this power, he fought evil trolls and protected the world. But this journey wasn't easy. Jim was always supported by his two close friends, Claire and Toby. Alongside them were some friends from other worlds, who also helped in the fight against evil trolls. Together, they saved the world many times. But one day, the evil trolls defeated Jim. The three powerful wizards shattered the troll hunter amulet. Out of those three wizards, one named Nari chose the path of good and started helping people. From that day on, the other two wizards began hunting her down. They were after the Genesis seal, and no one knew what they planned to do with it, but it was clear it would be something terrible. The world was now in greater danger than ever before. This was the moment when the world needed a troll hunter the most. But Jim was deeply troubled, wondering if he could still save the world without the amulet. Soon we see Nari and Ducey traveling on a train, carrying a cage with a small bird inside. But that bird was actually a dragon named Archie. Suddenly, the two evil wizards appear, Belrock, a fire wizard, and Scrael, an ice wizard. To escape, Ducey attacks them using his magical staff, but both wizards are far too powerful. Just then, Jim and Claire arrive and join the fight. Still, they struggle badly because Belrock and Scrael's magic is overwhelming. Meanwhile, on the other side, Krail and Steve try to release radiation onto the train to weaken the wizard's powers. To do that, the train must be stopped. Toby and Archie are sent to the control room, but Toby panics and accidentally breaks the lever. Because of this, Krail and Steve fail to release the radiation on time. Back on the train, Belrock and Scrael overpower Jim and the others. Belrock drags Jim onto the roof of the moving train. During the fight, Jim loses his shield, and Belrock brutally beats him and throws him away. Just in time, Claire saves Jim by sending him through a shadow portal into Steve's car. The train reaches a flyover and is about to fall, but Ducey uses his magic to create new tracks ahead, guiding the train safely onto the road. The train then crashes into a mall, but Arg manages to stop it. Everyone escapes safely. Belrock tries to take Nari, but Ducey grabs her and refuses to let her go. He magically switches bodies with Nari, and Belrock unknowingly takes Ducey instead. Soon after, the police arrive and arrest everyone for questioning. No one speaks, except Toby, who tells them the whole truth, but the police don't believe a word of it. Then an alien named Taran, along with two robots, claims they are CIA agents with a warrant. But when one robot malfunctions, the police realize they're imposters. Nari, still inside Ducey's body, summons magical plants to stop the police, and Taran rescues everyone in his flying castle. Jim has 3 broken ribs, his mother Barbara is with him, and Jim feels completely broken. Belrock's words echo in his mind, that without the amulet, he is nothing, not a hero. Sensing his pain, Barbara tries to lift his spirits by revealing something shocking and happy. She tells Jim that she and Walter are engaged, and that they're going to get married soon. Soon after that, Taran's sister Aja, the alien queen herself, arrives at the scene, and she's not alone. Eli is with her too. The moment Steve sees Aja, he runs straight to her and kisses her. Aja calmly tells him that this was their 7th kiss, and according to alien customs, this means they're going to have children. But here's the funniest part. Aja explains that she won't be pregnant. Steve will be. And just like that, Steve suddenly becomes pregnant. After this chaos, the meeting officially begins. Jim also joins the discussion. That's when Blinky reveals the truth. Belrock and Scrael are hunting Nari so that all 3 wizards can unite and use the Genesis seal to reboot Earth itself. In other words, they want to completely destroy the current world and start everything over from scratch. Meanwhile, we see Belrock and Scrael capturing Nari and taking her to the Genesis seal to activate it. But nothing happens. That's because Nari's body actually contains Dozy, not Nari herself. When Belrock and Scrael realize this, they use their magic to break Dozy's spell. The pain is unbearable for him. At the same time, Nari begins to emerge from Dozy's body. Before leaving, she delivers a powerful message. Create the Troll Hunter 9th configuration. Only the chronosphere can fix what has been broken. With those words, Nari disappears. Jim, feeling defeated, says that he's no longer a troll hunter. He has no amulet anymore. Seeing this, Aja hands Jim a new amulet, one designed to look like Merlin's original amulet, but powered by a stone from her own planet. After returning, Dozy explains that Belrock and Scrael held him in a roundhouse, a place place where trains are redirected. But there are many roundhouses across North America. Claire suggests that she can connect with Nari and use her shadow portal to find the right location. She does exactly that. When they arrive at the roundhouse, it seems empty at first, but Dozy notices a strange pattern carved into the train tracks. Using his magic, he solves the pattern, and suddenly the entire room transforms. They see Belrock and Scrael controlling Nari with dark magic, activating the Genesis seal. Everyone tries desperately to stop them, but a powerful shield surrounds the three wizards. Because of this, they fail, and Jim's amulet doesn't work either. Moments later, the Genesis seal activates, and all three wizards vanish. Next, we see Greenland, where an ice titan rises, controlled by Scrael. In Brazil, an earth titan emerges under Nari's control. And in China, Belrock awakens a terrifying lava titan. All three titans begin moving toward a single point, the center of the earth. Blinky reveals the shocking truth. The earth's core is located directly beneath Arcadia. If all three titans unite there, the rebirth of Earth will begin, and the world as we know it will end. Asha says she can summon an alien ship and evacuate everyone on Earth to another planet, but the others refuse. Earth is beautiful, and they won't let it be destroyed. Tensions rise, and everyone begins arguing. That's when Jim steps forward and says they must fight this together. Toby tells Jim that he believes in him, that Jim will save everyone. Still, Jim can't understand why the amulet isn't working. Asha explains the truth. The amulet contains a stone from her land, but to truly function, it needs Merlin's second stone, embedded in the legendary sword Excalibur. She sends Jim, Stuart, and Krell to retrieve the sword. Claire and her team are sent to find the chronosphere. Everyone else prepares to battle the Titans. Asha doesn't fully trust this plan. She secretly tells Terran to summon the spaceship. If Jim's plan fails, humanity will be evacuated to another planet. Everyone splits up. First, Archie goes to meet his father Charlemagne. Charlemagne reveals that the chronosphere is guarded by a troll dragon named Zhongxi. Zhongxi constantly stares into the chronosphere, afraid that it might show him his own death. Charlemagne doesn't want to face him, but Archie convinces him this could be a chance for them to spend time together. Blinky agrees to join them as well. Charlemagne agrees, mostly because Blinky is afraid of heights, and Charlemagne finds it hilarious to scare him. They travel to Hong Kong, open a hidden gate beneath a bridge, and enter Zhongxi's domain. Zhongxi is already watching Charlemagne through the chronosphere. He is Charlemagne's greatest enemy. Moments later, guards arrive, and all of them are captured. On the other side, Ducey, Nomura, and Arg chase after Nari's Titan, trying desperately to stop it, but nothing works. Suddenly, massive vines lash out and throw Ducey far away. Just in time, Arg catches him in midair. Nomura manages to reach Nari, but Nari traps her in deadly vines using her powers and kills her. Meanwhile, Jim and Toby take Aja's Ford to Greenland, trying to stop Scrael's Ice Titan, but none of their cannon attacks even scratch the Titan. Aja boards her alien ship and joins the fight, but Scrael protects herself with a powerful shield. Walter tries to lower Jim toward the Titan using a rope, but the hook snaps and Jim falls. Walter flies down and saves him just in time, but his wings freeze solid in the ice. Taking a bomb from Jim, Walter flies straight toward the Titan. The explosion shatters the Ice Titan, but costs Walter his life. Moments later, the Titan begins to regenerate. With no way to reach Claire, Aja takes Jim and Toby to Hong Kong. There, they see the Fire Titan causing massive destruction, preparing to collapse the bridge. To stop it, an alien warrior named Vahatos arrives with a massive gun robot and attacks Belrock's Titan. The gun robot manages to destroy the Fire Titan, but once again the Titan regenerates. The Fire Titan severely damages the gun robot, and Belrock pours massive amounts of lava onto it, burning it completely. Vahatos barely escapes in time. As the Fire Titan prepares to destroy the bridge, Aja orders everyone to evacuate, but Jim refuses to leave. He wants to find Claire. Jim and Toby stay behind, while Aja leaves with Vahatos in her ship. Elsewhere, Zhongxi has captured Charlemagne and the others. He already knows they've come for the chronosphere. A battle breaks out with the guards. During the chaos, Archie manages to steal the chronosphere and escape, but just as they reach the gate, Zhongxi appears and takes the chronosphere back. When Zhongxi looks into it, he sees a vision of massive rocks crashing down on him, and moments later, the vision comes true. With Zhongxi defeated, they reclaim the chronosphere. Blinky begins opening a portal using the stone, but it cracks and starts to break. Outside, Jim sees the portal forming and grabs a piece of the stone, completing it from the outside. The energy burns Jim's hand badly. Claire and Blinky make it through the gate, but Charlemagne is captured by the guards, and the portal starts to close. Archie stays behind to save his father. Just then, the bridge collapses, but Claire saves everyone at the last second using a shadow portal. Aja arrives and rescues them all in her ship. Everyone regroups near Arcadia Park, just outside the city. Now holding the chronosphere, no one knows how it can fix everything. That's when Ducey realizes the truth. He needs to speak directly with Neri to pull her out of the wizard's magic. Using a shadow portal, Jim, Claire, and Ducey reach Neri. The moment they arrive, deadly vines surround them and try to capture them. Ducey struggles to wake Neri, but the vines tighten. Finally, Ducey grabs Neri's hand, and she comes back to her senses. Once again, Neri repeats the same message. page, create the Troll Hunter 9th configuration. Only the chronosphere can fix what has been broken. But Jim still doesn't understand what it means. To stop Skrael's Titan, Claire uses a portal to bring Neri's Titan directly to it, but the effort leaves her completely drained. A brutal Titan battle begins. Neri smashes Skrael into the mountains and moves in for the final blow, but Skrael strikes first, piercing Neri's Titan in the stomach. Neri retaliates, striking Skrael's Titan directly in the heart. In the end, Neri turns to ice, Skrael turns into vines, and both Titans are destroyed. But then they realize something terrifying. Belrock's Fire Titan is still moving toward Arcadia. That's when they discover the final truth. Blinky had missed a page in the book, hidden and stuck together by mold. From that page, they learn that even one Titan is enough. If a single Titan reaches Arcadia, the Heartstone hidden beneath the city will rise, and the moment a Titan touches it, Earth's rebirth will begin. Everyone stands in shock, realizing just how little time they have left. Everyone finally reaches Arcadia, where Krell also arrives carrying the legendary sword Excalibur, still embedded deep inside a stone. Jim tries to pull the sword out, but he fails. Meanwhile, the Fire Titan keeps moving closer, and a massive Heartstone rises from the ground, the very core that will trigger Earth's rebirth. Jim believes he couldn't pull the sword because he's no longer a troll hunter. That's when he looks at the back of the amulet and sees reflections of 9 people. In that moment, Jim realizes the truth. They are the 9. They are the 9th configuration. Jim asks everyone to place their hands on the stone, and this time, Jim pulls Excalibur free. He hands the stone from Excalibur to Krell and tells him to place it inside the amulet. Then they all jump into the van and head straight for the Titan. When they reach it, they realize climbing the Titan is impossible, so Ducey uses his magic, giving everyone sticky enchantments on their hands and feet. They climb the Titan, except Toby, who accidentally gets stuck to the van instead. At the top, they try to fight Belrock, but she's far too powerful. She defeats them all and throws everyone off the Titan. Only Jim remains. Meanwhile, Krell inserts Excalibur's stone into the amulet, but it still doesn't activate. Belrock mocks Jim, telling him he's just a weak human, a hero only because of the amulet. Jim finally understands. He says he doesn't need the amulet to be a hero, and the moment he says that, the amulet activates on its own and flies back to him. Jim transforms into the Troll Hunter once again, stronger than ever before. Wielding Excalibur, Jim fights Belrock, and this time she's the one struggling. Just then, Toby arrives in the van carrying the radiation device. Jim shatters Belrock's staff. As Jim prepares his final strike, Belrock stabs him in the stomach with her staff, but before the Titan can touch the Heartstone, the radiation hits Belrock, draining all her powers. Jim rises one last time and kills Belrock with Excalibur. The moment she falls, the Fire Titan collapses and the Heartstone shatters. Everyone believes Jim is dead, but he survives. Steve is shown having given birth to all 7 children. Then Jim realizes something terrifying. Toby is missing. He finds Toby inside the van, taking his final breaths. Toby tells Jim that he taught him how to be brave, and then Toby dies. Jim remembers Nari's final words, "Only the chronosphere can fix what has been broken." Jim shatters the chronosphere. From it emerges a life gem. They learn the truth. This gem can restore everything to how it once was, by sending time backward. Only the Troll Hunter will remember everything. Ducey warns them, this could make things even worse. Blinky says they've already lost too many friends. Changing the past could change everything. They all hug each other one last time. Then Jim places the life gem into the amulet. The amulet activates, and suddenly, Jim is sent back in time. He finds himself at the exact moment when he first discovered the amulet. No one remembers anything except Jim. This time, Jim changes everything. He tells Toby to take the canal route. Toby follows that path and finds the amulet himself. If this story reminded you that even one right choice can change the future, then you already carry a hero inside you. Subscribe for more stories that hit the heart. Share this with someone who never gives up, because legends aren't born, they're chosen.